Hello everyone, I am Malakudi, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Engineering, Dr. Mahalingam College of Engineering and Technology, Pollachi. Today we are going to learn one of the most important topics in programming called Object-Oriented Programming, or simply OOP, OOPS. Before we start learning Java programming, it is very important to understand OOPS concept because Java is completely based on object-oriented programming. Almost every software we use today, whether it is WhatsApp, Instagram, Amazon, Google Pay, online banking, or college management portal, is developed using this concept. So if you understand OOPS, well, learning Java become much easier. By the end of end of the day, we will understand what is object-oriented programming, why do we need OOP, what are object and classes, what are the four pillars of OOP, how are these concepts used in real software. Before we begin, let me ask one question. Can anyone tell me what programming means? Programming means giving instruction to computer to perform a task. Now imagine writing a very large program with thousands of lines of code. Will it be easy to maintain? Probably not. That is exactly why object-oriented programming was introduced. So let's understand how. Okay, so next slide. This slide says object-oriented programming is a programming paradigm. So what does the word of paradigm mean? Paradigm simply means a style or method of a programming. There are different programming styles. For example, procedural programming, functional programming, object-oriented programming. Today we are studying object-oriented programming. OOPS organize program into objects. So an object contain data and function together. Okay. So instead of writing one huge program, we divide the program into many small objects. Each object performs one responsibility. This makes software easy to develop. So here we can see the features. First one, object-based design. Programs are divided into objects. Each object performs one task. An example, in a hospital management system, patient object, doctor object, medicine object, billing object. Each one has separate responsibility. Next, reusability. One class can be reused again and again. We don't need to write the same code repeatedly. Example, suppose we create a login class. The same login class can be used in student portal, faculty portal, admin portal, one code, three different applications. Next, modularity. Large software is divided into smaller modules. Each modules work independently. If one module fails, the remaining modules continue working. For example, in Amazon shopping, payment, delivery, tracking, customer care, all are different modules. Data security. Sensitive information is protected. Example, in Google Pay, can you directly change your account balance? No. Only the banking system can modify it. So this protection is achieved using OOPS. Easy maintenance. Suppose Instagram wants to introduce a new feature, developers only modify one module. They don't rewrite the entire software. So that's why OOPS is easier to maintain. Next, uh, imagine one story. I'm telling one story. So imagine building a school. Where will we build everything in one room? No. We build a principal room, library, classroom, office, laboratory. Each room has its own responsibility. So similarly, OOPS divided software into different objects. In programming example, suppose we create a student object, student name, age, department, roll number, function. So these all are objects. So how we can call a function study, open bracket, close bracket, write exam, open bracket, close bracket, attend class, open bracket, close bracket. So all these belongs to the one object. Can WhatsApp perform YouTube job? No. Why? Because each application has its own responsibility, right? So exactly the same idea is followed in OOPS. So next slide, we can see the advantages of OOPS. So now let us see why OOPS become popular. Earlier, programs were written using procedural programming. As the software became larger, so developer faced many problems: large code, repeated code, more bugs, maintenance difficulty. OOPS. So OOPS solved these problems. So code reusability means suppose a company create a employee class, tomorrow the developer, they develop another HR software. So can they reuse the employee class? Yes, no need to write it again. This save time. Next, better security. Suppose your ATM password is stored. Can anyone change it directly? No. Only authorized methods can access it. This is possible because of OPS. Easy maintenance. Imagine Facebook. Every month now features are introduced. New features are introduced. Developers don't rewrite Facebook. They simply modify one module. Next, reduce complexity. So instead of writing 50,000 lines in one file, Oops divided them into small classes. Each class have one responsibility. Developers understand code easily. So faster development. Because code is reusable, software can develop quickly. Companies save time, money, resource. So imagine writing your semester notes without chapters. Everything is written randomly. Can you study easily? No. Instead, subjects are divided into chapters, units, topics. Learning become easier, right? So OOPS follow the same principle. Suppose your mobile phone stops playing music. Will you replace the entire phone? No, only the music app, right? So similarly, the OOPS will repair the only required module. Next slide, basic concept of OOPS. Today we are going to study 7 important concepts. Okay, so objects, class, abstraction, encapsulation, inheritance, polymorphism, object communications. These concepts are called the foundation of object-oriented programming. So without understanding these concepts, learning Java become difficult. Think of them like a pillars of building. Okay, so if the pillars are strong, the building will be also strong, right? Similarly, if you understand these concepts, well, you can easily develop a real world software. Now let us study each concept one by one with example, and these concepts we will look into next video. Thank you.